In observance of the Thanksgiving Day holidays, all county offices will be closed on Thursday, November the 23rd, and Friday, November the 24th. All offices will reopen on Monday, November the 27th.
Commissioner Andrew Haggerty would like to invite you to his weekly breakfast meeting that takes place every Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. at Danny's Diner, located at 4690 Trans Mountain Road. Every week he has a different speaker who will be discussing topics of interest for the community. So if you live in the Northeast, West Side, or anywhere else in the county, come and join us for the breakfast meeting.
You can now watch Commissioners Court meetings on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search for El Paso County Commissioners or El Paso County, Texas. Subscribe to our channels to see our latest videos.
Don't wait in line, pay online. Visit the Financial Recovery Division website at http://www.epcounty.com/budget/financialrecovery.htm to make your payments online or find out more about our kiosk locations. We now accept payments on misdemeanor, felony, and justice of the peace cases. Did you know the County of El Paso's Purchasing Department is responsible for ensuring that all items and services needed by various county departments are purchased in the manner required by the state of Texas? Whether through formal sealed bids or smaller dollar quotations, the county purchasing team is dedicated to finding the best contracting return on your taxpayer dollars. Additionally, the Purchasing Department is responsible for the tracking of inventory within the county and properly disposing surplus to public auctions. For questions about how to become a vendor and compete for county contracts, or to learn more about public auctions, please contact us at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Did you know that you can save money on the cost of your medications? And doing so is easy. In 2015, the County of El Paso launched a prescription discount card program from coast to coast. The cards are available to all El Paso County residents free of charge and everyone qualifies. You can pick up a card at any county office location, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, or Target pharmacies, or simply print the card at www.coastrx.com. Happy savings!
The 346 District Court Judge Angie Juarez Barril started the El Paso Veterans Treatment Court program in 2012 for veterans and active service members that have been arrested and charged with a felony or misdemeanor criminal offense. To be considered for the specialty court, the statutory criteria includes be a veteran or current member of the United States Armed Forces, including a member of the Reserves, National Guard, or State Guard, and suffer from a brain injury, mental illness, or mental disorder, including PTSD, or be a victim of military sexual trauma, all occurring or resulting from military service. Call Sylvia Serna, Veterans Program Director, at 915-546-2119, or email her at sserna@epcounty.com for any information.
Did you know that the County of El Paso's fixed asset control and inventory disposal is handled through the purchasing department? Throughout the course of each business year, the county holds live public auctions to dispose of aged equipment, vehicles, furniture, and other items that are no longer needed. To find out about upcoming auctions or to learn more about the county's inventory disposal process, contact the purchasing department at telephone number 915-546-2048.
Good morning. Today is Monday, November 20th, 2017. Commissioners Court is meeting in special open session. Judge, would you like to start with item number 3?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Item number 3, approve and authorize the El Paso County Commissioners Court to verify and canvass the precinct by precinct results for the November 7th, 2017 constitutional amendments and uniform election into public record. Texas Election Code, section 67.004.
Good morning. Did you want to come up and
Tony?
mention?
No.
No? Okay.
No action? Just, do you want to explain to them what they're doing?
And that's basically, Tony, for folks at home who may be tuned in, just to let them know what canvassing the vote actually is.
Go
They're
ahead,
right there,
have a
right
seat.
behind us.
Okay, what we're doing is canvassing the elections, making them official and final. That's pretty much what we're doing, and that's what this meeting was for.
It's a routine item that we do after
official
every election.
After every November election.
So I make the motion would be a motion to accept.
It would be a motion to approve the, as written as on the agenda language, which is to approve the Commissioners Court to verify and canvass the precinct by precinct results for the November 7th, 2017 constitutional amendments and uniform election into public record.
I so move.
Second?
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty?
Aye.
Judge Vogt?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here,
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Tony.
Item number 2, discuss and take appropriate action to authorize the County of El Paso to submit a notice of intent as the lead applicant for participation in the Unmanned Aircraft Systems Integration Pilot Program.
Good morning, Dr. Shadori and Dr. McGee. Thank you for being with us and for the very quick turnaround and being able to meet with each one of the commissioners and explain this really great opportunity for the county and for UTEP and the region.
Outstanding. Well, good morning. I'm Dr. McGee from UTEP. And this morning we're here to talk about El Paso County's participation in the Unmanned Aircraft Systems Integration Pilot Program. In response to a 25 October 17 presidential memorandum, the U.S. Department of Transportation created the Unmanned Aircraft Systems Integration Pilot Program, which is an opportunity for state, local, and tribal governments to partner with private sector entities, such as operators and manufacturers, to accelerate safe UAS integration within the U.S. This program is designed to achieve the goals laid out in the President's memo by enabling collaboration between the private sector and state, local, and tribal governments to support the development of a vibrant UAS industry and UAS leadership in unmanned aviation. So why should we do this? It's a chance to springboard El Paso and UTEP into national leadership for a primary future industry. It leverages the UTEP relationship with El Paso County and private industry. The major corporate players in this ecosphere will partner with one of the 5 chosen teams. And El Paso is a perfect area for testing for this effort. It includes all the challenging requirements for implementing these proven technologies. So real quick, we'll go through the background, timeline, purpose, objectives of the program, proposed partners, and an initial concept of operations. So the screening information request background, which is federal talk for RFP, was established in the Federal Register on 8 November as a response to that presidential memo. In the end result, 5 teams will be selected throughout the U.S. and they will sign a memorandum of agreement with the FAA that will need to be in place within 6 months. There are no funds anticipated to be exchanged under this agreement, but there are provisions within the program for this to change. As you can see, this is extremely accelerated timeline and approximately 2 months from announcement that was 8 November until full package submission. The key dates in this are 28 November for the government entities to establish their notice of intent, 13 December for the first two basic volumes of information, and then 4 January for the complete submission. Department of Transportation has stated they will not wait for 4 January to start reviewing submissions. They will review as they arrive and will choose the first 5 that are acceptable, and will only continue reviewing packages if they decide to expand the program. So on to the FAA objectives for this program. It's to accelerate the safe integration of UASs into the national airspace system, to address the ongoing concerns regarding potential security and safety risks of that integration, to promote innovation in and development of the U.S. unmanned industry, and to identify the most effective models of balancing local and national interests in UAS integration. The FAA will use the data provided by this program to advance, number one, beyond line of sight flights, such as pipeline inspections in remote areas and search and rescue operations. For package delivery, including delivery of consumer goods and medical supplies, and operations over human beings, such as news gathering and public safety. The operational experience gained through these partnerships will be used to enable the FAA to expand operations and inform future policy developments. The benefits that Department of Transportation is looking for is to accelerate the use and standardization of unmanned operations, to provide immediate opportunities to accelerate commercial use operations, identify and help resolve operational barriers, and foster community participation. Our initial proposed partners, the lead agency under this proposal will be El Paso County. We recommend asking the adjacent counties for their participation and recommend including consultation with Harris County to get their insight from their recent recovery efforts. We also think it's important to ask the local airport representatives and local law enforcement to participate, and will be important to reach out to city representatives as well. It also makes sense to reach out to the area tribal governments for their participation. Private sector participation will also be critical. The national and international players understand that they cannot participate in this program without being on one of these 5 selected teams. We would recommend we reach out to the major local and national players that either manufacture UASs, operate them, or can benefit from this technology. Our primary focus will align with the Department of Transportation and the FAA, and that's beyond line of sight operations. Our secondary focus will be night. Initially, we want to focus on 3 graduated phases, the first being beyond line of sight operations over flat, unpopulated routes. The second is beyond line of sight operations over sparsely populated routes. And the third is the most challenging, beyond line of sight operations over mountainous terrain. We would like to test these phases with a wide variety of environmental operating conditions. We want to focus on mature, proven, already existing, and operational technologies. Nothing we are proposing is new, just has not been allowed within the confines of the U.S. airspace. We also want to focus on the 3 areas of interest stated by the Department of Transportation. So the next step in the approval we are seeking, first is to approve sending the notice of intent email with El Paso County as the lead applicant so that we can gain access to the FAA UAS portal. And the second is assistance in scheduling meetings with partner state and local agencies. Pending your comments and questions.
We really appreciate you having found this opportunity, and I think that the partnership that we've formed already out at the Fayetteville Airport will only lend itself to more opportunities like this. I had 2 quick questions. There's no financial commitment on behalf of the county for us to contribute or be a part of, right?
That is correct.
And in terms of meeting this very tight timeline, How do you foresee that rolling out in terms of the first phase is fairly simple in submitting the letter of intent. But after the fact, how will the county have access to the information aside from sitting like on a committee, perhaps, I guess, where everything is approved so that we know what is going into the application and what to expect from what's submitted?
Well, I think the two parts of that. First is UTEP is committed to provide the manpower resources to make this happen. And the second is that nothing will get submitted to the FAA or Department of Transportation until it goes in front of this organization and gets full approval.
So we'll just have to make sure that we, if and when it has to come to the Commissioner's Court, that we do so in a timely manner so that we can get that approved and we can set it off and meet the deadlines. Commissioners, any other questions? I know you had the chance to meet with Dr. Shidori and Dr. McGee.
Questions?
Quick questions.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Since our meeting last Friday, I was looking at the FAA website, and I guess there's already 7 designated UAS test sites across the country. Does that put this initiative at any sort of disadvantage, or put them kind of sort of more of an advantage position because they're already designated by FAA as a UAS test site?
So a lot of those test sites that are designated are areas that are separated from what a lot of the objectives in this program are. Okay. And those are areas that are completely separated from any urban development at all. And so those locations have been used as designated airspace for operators to come and be able to operate their UAVs in a very confined and controlled airspace. For example, NMSU is one of those areas using White Sands restricted airspace. The intent of this program is to take a lot of that testing that has happened in the past and now move that to the normalized national airspace system. So the benefits that have been accrued through testing in that restricted airspace now is being transitioned to normal airspace, which is outside of those designated areas, those 7 designated areas that were approved a couple of years ago.
So it's not competing, to be honest, it's actually next step. Those sites are predominantly used to develop and test technology. And this is the integration phase of US to US national airspace. So it needs a different type of airspace, what El Paso we have.
Thank you.
Questions?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great way to get El Paso on the map even more, and I think it's a wonderful program to partner with you too.
So would we just move to approve the agenda item as written?
That's what I'm hearing, that you all just need approval from the Commissioner's Court to move forward in submitting the notice of intent, so yes.
I make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Pettis.
Aye.
Commissioner Leon.
Aye.
Commissioner Stout.
Aye.
Commissioner Haggerty.
Aye.
Judge Vogt.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So Dr. Shidori, I guess we'll get with you on next steps leading into next Tuesday to submit the letter of intent, or you'll go ahead and...
We can actually submit this week if it's okay with us, not to wait until Tuesday. If you instruct your staff that we submit tomorrow, probably.
And
Time is of the essence.
Dr. McGee. No, go ahead.
The submittal of that opens up your access to
start earlier.
volumes 1 and 2, so the earlier we submit the better.
And just on your way out, Dr. McGee, I know you're saving your calling cards. I don't know if you brought any today, but if you don't mind dropping one off in my office. As I mentioned earlier, I wanted the COG, Council of Governments, because that incorporates many counties in Texas and one in New Mexico, that maybe they can also be of some service or some sort of partner with this program,
Yes.
if you don't mind.
So I was wondering whether you will assign a POC for El Paso County who will work with.
Betsy?
Yeah. So I should be now.
Great presentation, thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thank you.
And item number 4, pursuant to the Texas Local Government Code Section 115.021, audit and settle all accounts against the county shown on the attached listing and direct the payment of those accounts. And county auditors requested we delete this item.
We're not paying anybody.
And, no bills pressing to be paid.
Move to delete.
Second.
Commissioner Bettis?
Aye.
Commissioner Leon?
Aye.
Commissioner Stout?
Aye.
Commissioner Hagerty?
Aye.
Judge Gold?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I think we should break for breakfast and come back for lunch. I appreciate it. I think that is all we have on today's agenda.
Yes, sir. This concludes today's meeting at 9:48 a.m.
I'm not used to it.